So the video that I'm going to show you is more of an educational video. It's not so much showing you what I'm doing. I didn't think about making this video until it was said and done, and then I was like, oh, maybe I should make a video about it. So I'm going to talk you through changing the shims on the CV axle to stop the clicking sound on the all-wheel drive Fusion 2.7 liter turbos. Hey guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about the Sport all-wheel drive 2.7 liter twin turbo Fusion, and probably the 2 liter turbos and the 1.5 turbos as well. Fusion. And these are just in kind of like in general, but mainly in those that we're seeing it. There's a clicking sound whenever you turn left and you turn right, and you can get it from both sides. That clicking sound is because the CV axle, well, sometimes it is anyway. I've done about a dozen of them in the last 6 months. The CV axle, where it goes through the hub assembly, how the CV axle has the splines, and then you got the hub bearing where it's splined and it sits through there, and then you got an axle nut that comes on the outside and sucks it in. What ends up happening is that CV axle loses its tension against the hub, and it starts to back off just a hair and create a gap. And when it creates that gap, it kind of lays lazy, and as it's turning, the little ridges that are on there will start to bounce against the knuckle, and it'll go when you're turning left, turning right. It will really flex it because it's not pulled tight up against that CV axle. And from the factory, they have these shims that they put around the end of the CV axle. The part number is right here. David Golf 9Z 7 Golf 273-B. And these shims start to flatten out. And when they lose their thickness and the CV axle starts to create space in between where it bolts up to the knuckle, it starts to get lazy. And that's what that bouncing is. So the part numbers that you're going to need to fix this, here's one. This is the part number for the nut that goes on the bolt that holds the ball joint in the lower knuckle. So you'll need the bolt and you'll need the nut. I don't have the part number for the bolt, but I do have the part number for the nut. You'll have to look that up at your manufacturer. You'll ask them for the lower control arm ball joint bolt, and then you'll need CV axle nut as well. That's what you need to do the job. So you remove the wheel and you remove the CV axle nut, you remove the lower control arm. You'll have to smack it with a hammer to knock it loose to get it to come out of there. You remove the bolt, the lower control arm, and then on that CV axle, you'll see there's a shim on the outside of the CV axle that's what you'll replace. So basically, you'll pull the knuckle back out of the way and you'll slide the CV axle out. There's a lower control arm leveling, there's a lower control arm leveling bracket for the little sensor. Before you do anything, pull that 10 mil bolt out and pull that bracket back out and move it to the side. And then take the 10 mil bolt out on the brake line. There's a 10 millimeter bolt that holds the brake line up to the strut tower assembly. Pull that bolt out. Pull the little leveling sensor bolt out. Unplug your wheel speed sensor and your level sensor connector. Pull them out of the way. Then pull your pinch bolt out of your lower control arm that holds the ball joint in. Pull your CV axle nut out, and then pry the lower control arm down after you smack it with a hammer to knock it loose. Pry the lower control arm and then pull the knuckle out of the way and slide the CV axle out at the same time. If you have to knock the CV axle back because of some residual rust, take and put the nut back on and smack the face of the nut until it jars loose, and then pull the nut back off, because you're going to put a new one on anyway. This stuff is not reusable. Some people can reuse it with Loctite, but I don't recommend it. I recommend replacing it. But that's how you do that job. That's how you fix most of that clicking sound. So this is the procedure here. They want you to remove the lower cover off the engine, pull the CV axle nut off and throw it away. Remove the brake line cable right here, that little nut. Remove the nut for the level sensor, pinch bolt on the bottom, knock the CV axle back, retainer shim on the outside. You don't have to do this. You don't even have to remove the CV axle. You can leave it in the vehicle. And then put everything back together. That's basically it.